and welcome back to Premier Chess Academy channel. This is your coach Ayush, and today we will be discussing the match of the World Championship, and that to the final round. This is the most crucial match of this whole tournament because till now, after the completion of 13 rounds, we have seen both the players are having equal points with 6.5 each. So this game will be the decider game, and it will tell us who will be the world champion. Will Gukesh defeat Ding to become a new world chess champion, or will it be Ding retaining his title once again? Or will we see a tiebreaker if the match is heading towards a draw? So let's find out from this final match, that is round 14 of the world championship. Ding is playing with the white pieces and Gukesh with the black pieces. Ding started the match with the move knight f3. Gukesh responded with d5, and now Ding plays the move pawn to g3. Ding is playing the opening named as King's Indian attack. Playing a kind of Indian opening against an Indian challenger, definitely a lot of kudos to Ding for his courage. To which Gukesh responds with pawn to c5. Ding now plays bishop to g2, showing that he's going for the King's Indian attack setup. Gukesh normally developed his knight to the c6 square, but now Deng changes his opening and plays the reverse Grunfeld defense, pawn to d4. Usually this kind of setup is quite very popular with the black pieces, but Deng has basically chosen this opening for the last and final round. Gukesh simply plays pawn to e6, making a room for the bishop and guarding this pawn as well. Ding simply castles. Gukesh captures the pawn. Knight takes the pawn back. And now Gukesh played knight e7. This move is a kind of novelty in this particular stage because we have never seen this move before by any other super grandmaster in the top tournaments. So after this move, definitely Ding was in a very deep thought and was thinking, okay, how to play the next set of moves. To which Ding responds with pawn to c4. He uses the idea of the Catalan system in which the bishop is usually placed here and white fights in the center by doing a counter attack via the move pawn to c4. To which Gukesh responds with knight takes knight, queen takes knight, and now Gukesh plays knight c6, gaining a tempo in chess. That means gaining an extra move by attacking the queen once again. The queen goes back to the initial square. Now Gukesh pushes the pawn to the d4 square, stopping the natural development of the knight, to which Ding responds with pawn to e3, offering a pawn trade with him. But Gukesh says, I will not take it, I will simply develop my bishop. The idea is, after Ding takes his pawn, Gukesh takes back with his bishop. And now Gukesh bishop is looking pretty very strong in this central square, to which Ding responds with normally knight c3. And now Gukesh simply castles in the match to secure his king. Now Ding put pressure in the center and plays knight to b5, attacking this bishop. And now this was a critical stage in which Gukesh plays the move bishop b6, which is a slight mistake. What he should have instead played, he should have played pawn to e5, making this foundation even more stronger and having more control on this z4 square. After the trade of the bishop and knight, Gukesh could have achieved this isolated pass pawn, which could have done quite a lot of trouble in Ding's camp. But Ding was having some, Gukesh was having some different plans, and he plays out bishop b6, which is a slight error, to which Ding was not able to respond with the right move, and he played a little dubious move, that is pawn to b3. What he should have played instead, he should have basically played queen e2 instead, making a room for the rook to come out here, attacking the queen, and further planning to place his knight on the d6 square. But Ding basically misses it and plays pawn to b3, to which Gukesh simply attacks the knight and pushes it away. The knight goes back, and Ding, after he brought his knight back, Gukesh comes back on the d4 square, pinning the knight. Bishop comes to b2, breaking the pin. Pawn to e5, centralizing the bishop and making it even more stronger. Queen to d2. And now bishop e6, final minor piece comes out for Gukesh. Knight to d5. Ding says, if you will take the center, even I will take the center back. So Ding mm, basically places the knight in the center, doing a very strong foundation with his both pawn and bishop. But Gukesh was having a move in his mind and he played immediately, that is pawn to b5. Basically, the idea is Gukesh wants to take away this outpost square which Ding is having right now. So after the pawn trade, now Ding played knight to f4. This move Ding basically played to simplify the game more, and Ding wanted to end this game in a draw so that he can enter in the tie break where he was having the upper hand. But Gukesh was not in a mood of a quick draw. Gukesh captured the knight first. Ding captures the knight back. Gukesh captures the bishop. Ding captures the bishop back, and now Gukesh simply defends his rook by playing rook b8. To which Ding responds with rook to d1, bringing it in the open fight, attacking the queen. The queen goes away, attacks the bishop at the same time, and also making a slight pin on this particular diagonal. To which Ding pushes the bishop back to the f3 square, and now Gukesh takes away the pawn on the g3 square, and after recapture, Gukesh plays a very solid move, that is pawn to b4, fixing the queen side area of the Ding side. To which Ding says, okay, I will directly challenge you and place pawn to a4, to which Gukesh responds with exchange of pawn, that is, does the en passant. After this, rook takes pawn, and now pawn to g6. The idea behind pawn g6 is to execute pawn h5 and h4 in the future. At the same time, it is creating a kind of escape room for the king to prevent backrank checkmate. Right now, if we evaluate the position, Gukesh is having a slight better position because of his active bishop eyeing on this pawn, the queen and rook forming a battery, putting pressure against the pawn, and on the other end, Ding is playing very defensively with his queen and rook, both quite very oddly placed and quite are very passive. To which Ding now offers a queen trade because Ding knows it. If he wants to simplify the game, he needs to exchange the pieces. Gukesh says, not today, and he plays queen b5, to which Ding says, okay, I will push the pawn. And now Ding is saying, you may have the pawn, but in exchange, I want to trade as many as pieces as I can. So Ding was quite confident that even after giving up that pawn, after the exchange of so many pieces, he will be able to hold the game. But really, will Deng be able to hold the game? That we will be finding out after a few minutes. Pawn to g5. The idea of pawn g5 is to relocate the bishop on the g6 square, and it will be acting as a very great shield, not only for the two pawns, but also for the king as well. To which Ding offers a bishop trade because he knows that if the bishop gets traded, he will enter into a rook endgame, and most of the rook endgames leads to a drop, especially when there is not a very huge advantage. Bishop f5, rook to c1, king to g7, and now you start to see, we will be start to seeing this epic pressure created by Gukesh by basically advancing his pawn, advancing his king, making his bishop and rook stronger, and again taking more space and more piece activity in the game. To which Deng responds with rook c7. Gukesh played bishop g6 as per his plan. Rook goes to c4, trade off rooks, but Gukesh was not in a mood, gave a check, and then relocated his rook to a better file and then start to advance his pawn. After a few more moves, we will be seeing that how Gukesh very nicely solidified his position and made a good formation not only with his pawn, but you can look at how active the king and the bishop and all the pieces of Gukesh has become. After the trade of pawns, after a couple of more moves, when everyone was thinking the game is gonna end in a draw because Deng was playing very superbly, he was holding the position quite very well. But when we reached this position, this was a moment where Deng was having 7 minutes of clock and the pressure was getting builded up on him and he made a blunder. Deng plays a move rook f2. This is a blunder. Why this is a blunder? What did Deng miss? Deng missed that idea that after the exchange of rooks, not only the rooks will get exchanged, but after Gukesh played the move bishop d5, the bishop is trapped and it is now also getting forced to trade the pieces. So basically, trading pieces strategy actually backfired in this particular championship match. Bishop takes bishop, king takes bishop, king goes to e3. Here, Gukesh was quite very confident. We could actually see in his eyes that Gukesh is smelling the victory. He can feel that he is going to become the world chess champion. And after Gukesh played king e5, took the opposition against Ding's king, Ding basically resigned. And with this, we have a new world chess champion. And not only new guys, he is now the youngest world chess champion, and his name is Gukesh Domaraju. So let me explain you why did Ding resign in this position. The reason he resigned because Ding was quite very aware as opponent has got their position. Now it is of no use after the king goes back. Gukesh will start to take their position again and again, and he will enter in his camp like a lion, like this, and soon he will take away this pawn. And after getting two pawns up, definitely Gukesh is going to finish off it in style. So that is the reason why Ding resigned. And with this, now as I said, we have a new world chess champion, the 18th world chess champion, and complete nation is really very proud of Gukesh, and we are too very happy with his big achievement. And let's hope this title he's going to have it for a very long time. So once again, big congratulations to Gukesh D. I hope you like the analysis, and do tell me in the comment section who do you think will be the right challenger for Gukesh D in the next World Chess Championship? Is it Arjun Arigaisi? Is it Pragnananda, or should the legend, the GOAT of all time, that is Magnus Carlsen, should return to take away his title? So do comment down below and tell me your feedback. Bye everyone, take care.